Hello again, we are on Daf Ayin. Daf Ayin talks about different acts of shogeg. Shogeg actually it's a lack of awareness. Something that a person doesn't know really what he's doing. He's not aware to the act that he's performing. And the Gemara start with the Mishnah, brings us two different categories, two different ways of acting in a way of shogeg. The first thing is that he's not aware of the essence of Shabbat. He doesn't know that today is Shabbat, so he's shogeg, and actually on the day and the time. He doesn't know the timing, so therefore he knows what he's doing, but he doesn't know that today it's forbidden to do such of act on Shabbat. The second type of shogeg, that he knows that today is shogeg, and that really happens to many of us. He knows that today is Shabbat, but he doesn't know that this act of melacha, this act that he's doing, that he's performing, is forbidden on Shabbat. And that's two different types of shogeg. And the Gemara gives the result of those acts. The first case that we talk about, the person that doesn't know that it's Shabbat, even that he performed many different kinds of melachot, eventually when it hits him, when he realizes that he violated so many melachot, he doesn't need to bring as an offer only one chatat to sacrifice when Imam Hashem Bet HaMikdash we build again. And the second type is when he knows that today is Shabbat, but he doesn't know the different types of melachot. He doesn't know that's forbidden, such of reaping or plowing, all those kinds of melachot. And suddenly he realizes, he learns, he investigates, and he realizes that he's violating those type of malachot. In that case, he needs to offer in every melacha that he performed, he needs to bring a chatat. For let's say, if he violated 39 melachot, he needs to bring 39 chataot, 39 sacrificials that he needs to bring to Bet HaMikdash. Now, below those situations, below those acts of shogeg, we have mitasek. What is mitasek? Is unwitting, a person that really doesn't know, he doesn't realize that he's doing this act of melacha. Shogeg, he realizes, he's doing this act of melacha, but he doesn't know that it's forbidden. Here, he doesn't realize, he doesn't know even that he's doing this kind of melacha. And the Gemara gives us an example. Very often example that if a person comes and reaps something from the ground and he thinks it's connected, but in reality it's disconnected. It's connected. He thought it's disconnected, and in reality it was connected, and he violated the melacha of kotzer, reaping. And in that case, he doesn't know, he doesn't realize that this is kind of, and he didn't know that he's doing something that is. He knows that it's Shabbat today. He knows that it's a kind of melacha that he reaping on Shabbat. He knows it's forbidden, but he didn't know that he's doing this actual act of melacha. The second example that happens really often is when a person is like by mistakenly he goes next to the wall and he turns off the light. Yeah. So melechet machshevet asat Torah. Melechet machshevet only it's in the frame of sense, a frame of thinking, of knowing, or realizing what he's doing. Here he doesn't know what he's doing by mistake, and even under the mistake, it's not really mistake. Below the mistake, he's doing an act of melacha, and the result of those things that he's doing, we have different opinions. The first opinion is that mitasek, he doesn't violate any melacha, he doesn't deserve any punishment whatsoever, and therefore he doesn't need any forgiveness for that. And it leads to that a person that, like for instance, he put on the light, we can derive benefit from this ma'aseh Shabbat, from this actual thing that he performed on Shabbat. We have another opinion that says no. Mitasek, you're right. It's not like shogeg. It's not equal to shogeg. It's below shogeg, but still he deserves a kind of punishment, much lenient, much more less than punishment of shogeg. But still, it's something that he did, something that is forbidden to do, and therefore, the result of it is that a person cannot derive any benefit from this act of melacha. ברוך ה' לעולם, אמן ואמן.